Yes. So skin, lining of mouth, lining of the blood vessels and kidney tubules, right? There they found. Then children, talking about the squamous epithelium, they are also known as pavement epithelium. They are simple, flat, and yes, they are found in the lining of mouth, sorry, it's esophagus, lining of skin, blood vessels, alveoli, okay, and yes, their function is to protect from injury, disease, or you can say germs. Then stratified epithelium, skin and the cornea of eye, right, and they are made up of different layers. Function, it protects from mechanical injury, right, and from germs, and it protects from germs. And then we have seen the these layers by which they are formed. They are formed by different layers. That means the first one is the squamous layer, in between them is the intermediary layer or intermediate layer, the third one is the germinative layer, and then in the last we have the basement membrane. Then children, we have talked about the cuboidal epithelium. By the name itself, the cell shape is cube and they have rounded nuclei. So this is very important that they have the rounded nuclei. They forms the lining of kidney tubules and ducts of salivary glands, okay. And what about their function? They provide protection, mechanical support, right. Then also one more thing, they helps in absorption, excretion and secretion. Yes. So after which we have talked about the columnar epithelium. That means they are made up of tall pillar like cell, and one more very important thing in this, yes, we are going to discuss about the ciliated columnar epithelium, okay. So yes, when columnar epithelium cell poses cilia, okay, they are known as the columnar epithelium. Now columnar हमने पढ़ा था अभी, अब यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है, ciliated, that means जब columnar epithelium में ही cilia present हो, cilia is present, then then children, then such type of tissues are known as yes. Sorry everyone, there is a problem in the mic, so that's why I was just changing it. Yes. Okay. So the ciliated columnar epithelium. That means the cilia is present there. Okay, cilia is present, and cilia क्या होता है? Cilia के पास ability होती है to move. This is also very important. Keep this in mind. Cilia, they have ability to move. Okay, cilias have the ability to move. Now, where they are found? They are found in the respiratory tract. They are found in respiratory tract and also lines oviduct. Okay, so where they are found? Found in the respiratory tract, oviduct, sperm duct. Okay, so these are the places where they are found: the respiratory tract, oviducts, sperm ducts, or also some kidney tubules. Okay, so keep this also in your mind: respiratory tract, oviduct, sperm duct, and kidney tubules. Take a screenshot. Yes, just a diagram example to just make you understand. They are columnar, that means they will be tall, pillar like what we have seen earlier. Their nuclei, everything will be same just like the columnar one, but यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा difference ये हो जाएगा, यहाँ पे hair like structure present होंगे, and this hair like structure is known as cilia. That's why they are known as ciliated columnar epithelium. Okay, so yes, you can make us again this diagram in your notebook. It will be easier for you to revise. Yes, so now moving next, the next type of epithelium tissue is the glandular epithelium. Now what is this glandular? Its cells gets modified to secrete certain chemical substances. Its cells gets modified to secrete substances. Okay, so its cells gets modified to secrete certain chemical substances. This is the glandular. Now by the name glandular, it is somewhat similar to the glands, right? Glands, तो they form a gland. जो gland होता है वो वहाँ पे, ये वाली जो टिश्यू है वो वहाँ पे फॉर्म करते हैं. It will be easier for you, you know, by the name, if you will go with the name. So and how, जब epithelial tissue folds होता है inward and it results in the formation of some multicellular glands. When epithelial tissue folds inwards and results in the formation of multicellular glands. जब कोई भी एपिथेलियल टिश्यू अंदर से फोल्ड होने लगे, इनवर्ड की तरह, folds inwards and it results in the formation of some multicellular glands. इसका एग्जाम्पल, एक बहुत कॉमन एग्जाम्पल आपका स्वेट ग्लैंड. ओके, डोंट फॉरगेट टू राइट दिस वर्ड इन योर एग्जाम्स. Okay, example is the sweat glands. Okay, yes. So the last, this is the last type of epithelium, the sensory epithelium. Now what is by the name itself, sensory, that means they will somewhere present in the nerve, right? So these are modified epithelium with nerve ending. Epithelium with nerve ending. Okay. Yes, so these are modified epithelium with the nerve ending. Okay, and yes, they are located at the nasal passage, retina and taste bud. So these are your sensory organs, you know, the taste buds, the eyes and all. So they are present in the nasal passage, right, retina and taste buds. इनकी लोकेशन रेटिना, nasal passage and taste buds. You can take a screenshot and note it down. Okay. Yes. So now, as I've said, the types of the epithelium is completed. Okay. We have seen all the types. We have seen where they are found. We have seen what are their function which they perform, and we have also seen the diagrams which are important. I felt these all are important, so I have made it for you. Okay. I have also written the key points. So just note it down, it will be very helpful for you in your exams. Okay, so now just a quick functions of epithelial tissue. Okay, so what are the major functions, what are the important function which the epithelial tissue performs? Okay, so I'm writing, I'm making a separate topic, because this is an important thing. It might ask in your exams ki what are the functions. So just to make sure ki you write properly, I have separated this this topic. So yes, talking about the function, as I have said ki it protects, yes, so it protects underlying cells from drying, injury, bacterial or viral infection. Okay, so what is do? It protects underlying cell. It protects the first one, it protects underlying cells from drying. As I have told you, the squamous one, squamous का काम यही था, it protects from the drying, yes, so it protects the underlying cells from drying, injury, drying, injury, viral or bacterial infection. Okay, viral and bacterial infections, and from harmful effect of chemicals. Effects of chemicals. Okay. Now the second point is the permeability of this epithelial cell plays vital role in regulating exchange of material between body and external environment. So that means it regulates exchange between body and external environment. Now, what does it mean, exchange between the body and the external environment? In the summers, we sweat a lot, right? And we have seen कि a type of epithelial tissue is responsible for the sweat glands. They are made up of that tissue. So that is what it's saying, कि it regulates the exchange between the body and the external conditions. Okay, external environment. What is the external environment? Our surrounding, right? In summers we sweat a lot, so this is what it means. Yes. Okay, so the next one, it helps in absorption of water and nutrient. Yes. The next one is it helps in absorption of nutrients and water. It's just a summary कि अभी तक हमने जो पढ़ा. Now what does it mean कि absorption of nutrient? We have seen कि stomach में और intestine में भी ये टिश्यू प्रेजेंट था. माइक्रोविलीज, यू रिमेंबर, तो ये माइक्रोविलीज का क्या काम था? इन द अब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ द न्यूट्रिएंट, राइट. इट अब्जॉर्ब्स द न्यूट्रिएंट कि जो हमारा ब्लड है वो हर जगह ये न्यूट्रिएंट लेके जा सके, हमारे ऑर्गन, हमारी बॉडी में जितने ऑर्गन्स हैं वहाँ पे. दिस इज व्हाट इट सेज, it helps in absorption of the nutrient and water. Okay, now the next point, it also helps in diffusion of gases. It also helps in diffusion of gases. Now what is the diffusion of gases? That means the exchange of gases. We have seen कि alveoli में क्या था, यही epithelial tissue था, और उनका काम क्या था, आई हैव टोल्ड यू कि क्या था कि हमारी लंग्स में जो एक्सचेंज होती है गैसेस का, कौन सी गैसेस, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड ऑक्सीजन, राइट. We inhale oxygen from our environment, from our surrounding, and we exhale the carbon dioxide, right. और वो कहाँ पे होता है, हमारे alveoli में. तो it also helps in the diffusion of gases. Okay. Okay. So now its next important point is it helps in eliminating waste products from the body. Yes, we have seen this point as well कि absorption, excretion, secretion, उसमें भी ये epithelial tissue helpful है, right. This is what it's written here. It also helps in the eliminating waste products from the body. And what are these waste products? Excretion, right. Kidney tubules में भी ये form होते हैं और kidney का काम क्या है? Kidney is the major organ which performs a very important role, right, in purification of blood. That means in the production of the urine. And what are urine? It's the waste product, right. So yes, it also helps in eliminating the waste products from the body. Yes. So now next, some epithelial tissue secretes variety of substances such as sweat, saliva, enzymes. Not all, some secretes saliva, right, saliva, then your enzymes and sweat. And sweat. So these are the major functions of the epithelial tissue. Okay, so just make these points in your notebook so that in your exam it will be easier for you. You don't have to find from where to get. Okay, so yes, this is very important, functions. So just keep this in mind. Protects underdying cell from drying, injury, viral or bacterial infection, and from harmful effect of chemicals. Then it regulates the exchange between the body and external environment. It helps in absorption of nutrients and water. It also helps in diffusion of gases. It also helps in eliminating waste products from the body and secretes saliva, enzymes and sweat. Saliva, enzymes you all know, and saliva and sweat you all know. And what are enzymes? They are biocatalysts. What they do, they speed up any reaction. Okay, they speed up the process. जैसे हमारे digestion में, digestive system में, in the process of digestion there are several enzymes present और उनका काम क्या है कि उस process को speed up करना, उस process की speed को increase करना. Okay, so this is the function of the enzyme. Yes. Yes children, so in the animal tissue we have completed the epithelium tissue, and now if you have any problem, any question related to this particular topic, so just comment down below, I'll see. Okay, so we have completed. Okay, we have completed this one. Now in the next lecture we are going to talk about the connective tissue. Okay, in the next lecture. And what are connective tissue? I have told you कि connective, that means something linking, they are linking. और blood, lymph, उनका काम भी यही है, linking, gases लेके जाना. Do you know कि red blood cells, they contain hemoglobin, iron pigment, right? उनका काम oxygen transport में भी है. This is very important, so keep this also in your mind. So connective tissue in the next lecture we are going to talk. And then the muscular tissue and then the nerve tissue. Yes, so if you have any question, just comment down below, and in the next lecture I will come and I'll discuss about that. Okay, so yes, till then take care, stay safe, stay healthy, goodbye.